to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Temple's offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Owls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kick is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Georgia Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So
turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Jones. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. To the air, it's Simon. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patterson. Turning on the Jets. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 4 over Troy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Unloads to the wideout, and they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simon. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Irvin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Simon. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. This will likely be the last play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They keep it on the ground to open the third. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. And some room to work. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's King. Works the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. On the ground with the counter. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Temple lines up quickly.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job, bud.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Back to throw, it's Simon. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Got it in the middle. It's Rutherford. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. On the run, it's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Finds his man. It's Rutherford. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's King. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The give to the single back. There he goes! They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Simon. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Temple lines up quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Irvin. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Rushes on him, and they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they